Alright, this is part 2 of my video for February 29th, 2012, Leap Day. So exciting. My brother's birthday is actually March 1st, so it's kind of funny when there's a leap year because his birthday gets pushed back a day. Could have been a leap year, maybe. Anyway, I was explaining my plan for this cycle. The RE wanted me to go ahead and start my Prometrium, which I did last night. And even though today, today's cycle day 19, I went ahead and started because he didn't want me to wait on my period to start, and he said it didn't look like I had ovulated, and there was no sign of ovulation at all coming up anytime soon. So I started my Prometrium last night, and I'm going to take it for 7 days. Then he said, I guess it depends on each woman how long it takes to start your period after you finish your Prometrium, but he said probably like 3 to 10 days after I stop, my period should start. And he said if it doesn't start within 10 days to call the office because I could be pregnant, which I'm like, but I thought I didn't ovulate. But he said, you know, sometimes you never know, which is reassuring. So I said, well, is it safe to take the Prometrium if I'm pregnant? And he said, yes, because it's the same hormone that your body produces once you get pregnant. So it wouldn't hurt to take it if I was pregnant. I hope that's right. I really hope that's right. So I'm hoping though that my period, well, I should say I'm hoping that my period will start, but honestly, if I had a miraculous BFP this cycle, that would be more awesome, of course, than getting ready to put hundreds of dollars into fertility medicine. But anyway, so once my period starts, I keep hitting my legs. Once my period starts, I'm supposed to call the office, and I have to get a blood pregnancy test. They said that's what they always do. For Femara, because that's what they want to put me on, or letrozole, I think is the other name for it. So I've got to do a blood pregnancy test. Close the door, Daphne, I'm busy. I'm making a video. My little one always wants to get in here and see what I'm doing. I've relocated myself to the bathroom today, so I hope there's not an echo. And I put up a lovely sheet behind me, so. Anyway, so after I get my blood pregnancy test, if it's a negative, then they will go ahead and start me on Femara, and I honestly don't know what dose they're going to put me on, but it'll be from days 3 to 7, cycle day 3 to 7, and then after, let's see, day 12, I believe, cycle day 12, I will come in for a follicle scan, and I have no idea how that scan will go. I'm praying that I will respond to the Femara. I've never taken it before. I know I responded to the Clomid, but I think I just didn't respond very well. So, I hope the Femara does the job. If I've got a good follicle on that scan, or 2, or however many, then he said we'll do a trigger shot that day. They didn't discuss what would happen if I didn't have any good follicles. I'm not sure if that means that that cycle will be canceled, if you'd want me to come back in for another scan, or what that means. But, so if everything goes well and I've got a good follicle, then I'll get my HCG trigger shot that day. And then I will, let's see, come back, I think he said the very next day, to do an IUI, is what we would do. So, I'm just really hoping and praying that this cycle will go well for me, or next cycle once it starts. And it's going to be a really big investment, and we pretty much have no money whatsoever to put towards this, but I am just trying to figure out a way. And my husband was just saying tonight, he's like, I don't know how I feel about this. It just doesn't seem natural to be going this route with all these medications and everything. And I'm like, that's true. I mean, it really isn't very natural, but I don't think I'm going to get pregnant again if I don't do this. I think that my PCOS has just gotten so bad, and my cycle's so screwed up, I just don't think I'm ovulating at all. And one thing he did notice when he did my ultrasound was that my uterine lining was 14 millimeters, and I guess that's really thick. It's too thick for what it should be. So that's another thing that he said he wants to try to get that lining. He thinks maybe when I'm having my cycles, I'm just not clearing myself out or cleaning myself out enough when I'm having my cycles. So he said that it shouldn't be that thick, so that's another reason why he wanted me to do this Prometrium. And maybe that'll clear me out. I really don't know. So that's what's going on in my life right now. I thought I'd mention too a funny thing that my husband said. He'll laugh when he sees this. We were coming home the other day from Walmart the day before my appointment, and I was talking to him about the sperm analysis, and he said something like, maybe, God, now I can't remember how he said it. I posted this on Facebook too, which I probably shouldn't have. Something about maybe the sperm are coming out and popping wheelies instead of getting the job done. He said maybe they're riding little motorcycles around everywhere. My husband has a very odd sense of humor, and he likes to joke about popping wheelies all the time. I do not know why, but he just... Actually, I think I do. It's because Jerky Boys, I don't know if any of you have heard of the Jerky Boys. They make prank phone calls and record them. And I think they don't do it anymore, but this was like in the 90s maybe. But anyway, we used to listen to those all the time, and there was one with a guy who talked about... He called in and wanted to be a truck driver for this company, and he said something about he's going to pop the effing wheelies, I think is how he said. So, which you can't do in a big truck, a big rig truck like that. But anyway, it's kind of a joke with my husband that he always talks about popping wheelies. And anyway, maybe you'd have to know him to realize why I thought that was so funny. Maybe it's not funny at all to everyone else. So, but that's my update for now. So, I guess if anything new happens, I will update. And probably, let's see. Oh, one thing I didn't mention yet. Oh my gosh. Monday, my weigh-in for Weight Watchers, I lost 1 pound. Not a lot. Really stinks. I want to lose more than that, but hey, 1 pound is 1 pound. That's 4 sticks of butter. So that's really good. I'm down 1 more pound. Now I can't remember my total. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the total I've lost. But I started out at 227 even, and I was 211.4, I believe, is what my weigh-in was. So you figure that out. So it's nice that I'm still losing. I just hope my Prometrium or Femara or whatever doesn't start messing with my weight loss, because that'll really stink. But anyway, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.